Good evening, my lovely Lost Tales. I have an announcement to make. I can say with great pride and confidence that I have written a book. I have completed the first draft of a book, but it is an accomplishment nonetheless, and I'm sure upon the announcement of a book, you guys are probably having a few questions immediately springing to mind, and so I'm hoping that this video will answer some of those questions. First and foremost, what is it about? I'm just going off of my notes that I have planned here, so excuse me. It is a paranormal romance set in the early 2000s in America, and the premise is as follows. A photographer and a vampire radio DJ set out on a road trip across America to track down the source of a mysterious broadcast, seeking to uncover its strange connection to the photographer's deceased older sister. It is inspired by games such as Silent Hill 3 and Vampire the Masquerade, and TV shows such as Interview with the Vampire, Supernatural, and Season 4 of Stranger Things. The energy of a early 2000s horror movie, and the music and atmosphere surrounding video games and other horror properties at the time. It's got analog horror, spooky summer vibes, road trip energy, flirtatious banter, and a good amount of spice, don't you worry. It is definitely much more adult than any kind of previous stories that I've written, my YouTube channel, for example, and as well as some intimate scenes between our two leads. There will be explorations of different kinds of kink. As well as that, it also explores some darker themes as well, some very much more mature themes than those I've portrayed in stories in the past. But in time, a full list of the content warnings will be visible on my website. As the manuscript has progressed further, I've refined this first draft into something a little bit more comprehensible. Second question, when can I read it? As I've currently finished the first draft, it still has a long way to go, and I want to pursue traditional publication, which means that it will be, unfortunately, quite some time before any of you can read it. It is a long time to refine my manuscript into something that I feel confident submitting to agencies for potential representation, and even when it does get picked up for publication, it'll still be further refinement, and I'll have to work with an editor as well as the publisher themselves to get it to an eventual point. But until then, select quotes will be eventually revealed bit by bit over my social media, especially on TikTok and Instagram, where I'm hoping to build up interest in my book, talking about the particular tropes, showcasing art that I've commissioned of the characters. And over the course of writing the first draft, I actually filmed a series of vlogs. So over the next couple of days, I'll be steadily posting those, so you have an idea of where the book was coming from, where my mind was at the time of writing it, and bit by bit, hopefully it'll flesh things out and satiate your appetites, and make you curious and wanting to learn more about this book when it is eventually ready for you to read. Third question, is it connected to any of my ASMR tales? No, it is not. I wanted it to be a completely separate project, completely new world, new characters, new lore, new mythology. But if you have enjoyed the compelling stories told through my ASMR tales, and you're familiar with the kind of characters that I've created, the kind of stories that I've told in the past, especially fallen in love with a number of those characters, then I really think that you'll like my book, and I would really, really appreciate your support. And so, what next? I would highly encourage you to follow me on the rest of my socials, including especially TikTok and Instagram, because those are going to be the platforms where I publish the most consistently, I should say. They're the best suited for small of the moment updates, over time, as well as posting little sneak peeks of the book, as I said before, with quotes and art that I've commissioned of the characters, so you can get an idea of what not just the atmosphere and the themes and the overall vibes of the book is going to be like, but also the two main leads, my wonderful female main character and male main character. I love them so much, and I can't wait for all of you to fall in love with them as well. I'm at the moment still making ASMR tales and streaming on my regular basis. I do always post my announcement for my streaming schedule either on Sunday evening or sometimes Monday morning if I forget to post it over the weekend. But be sure to follow me on my other socials as well. And this is a new project that I'm incredibly passionate about, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about it as the time is right. And I'll be posting videos on TikTok and all that as I try and refine this manuscript into something that is much more confident in presenting towards potential literary agents. I would also ask that if you are a fan of my creative works, specifically a fan of my writing, and want to help support me into refining this manuscript, I humbly ask that you do consider supporting me on Patreon. Even as small as $1 a month goes a long way. All goes towards not only helping me to keep streaming, keep making stories, it also goes towards me being able to cover the cost of hiring an editor to look over my manuscript when the time is right, to potentially having someone look at my mission package that I'll be sending out to literary agencies. So every little bit goes a long way, and I'm incredibly grateful for all the incredible support I've received thus far from my already established Patreon patrons and Twitch subscribers. All of you mean a great deal to me. I literally could not do this without you. But until then, my lovely Lost Tales, I've written a book. I think it's pretty good, and I cannot wait for you all to read it.